All right. Welcome to the Concave Show as we speak up on it. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this Carmelo Anthony. His parents gave an interview, so they gave interesting perspective on how they view things, what went wrong in the trial and everything leading up to it. And we'll be back after the short intermission.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. Oh, that your body and Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. 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 Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it.
All right, we back. What's up, D Mac?
What's up, my brother?
Back to the originals.
Yes,
For the
sir.
time being, anyway. At least that's Auntie can click in on here. You know what I'm saying? She under what you say, tornado woman.
Tornado watch out there.
Yeah. Get to the basement, Auntie.
Get to the basement. They,
Get to
they
the
definitely
basement.
got one.
You
They
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
got one too.
Yeah, get to the basement because you know what I'm saying, we don't need y'all getting swept away. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Absolutely, man. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about before we get into it, what happened with the meltdown yesterday in the NBA. How'd
Man,
you perceive it? What you think went wrong? Who are some of the ones that maybe you kind of point the finger at cost them the game? What you think?
yeah, man. So, San Antonio at one point is up by 29 in the I think in the third quarter, definitely in the second quarter. Um, and even up at one point uh, by 20 in the fourth, I believe,
Mm.
uh, and just got walked down. The Knicks just stayed persistent. They made shots and they made stops. They made shots and they made stops, and end up winning on a tip at the end. But there's they always say there's what 5 or 6 plays that determine a game. You know, one one bad stat was at one point they were up. I think they were up about 23 or 22 points,
Mm-hmm.
and San Antonio shot and missed 8 straight 3-point shots.
After they were so hot in the beginning where
Right,
they couldn't, it looked like they couldn't miss shit.
couldn't miss them. But they
Assholes get tight. Assholes get tight when they get crunched, man. I tell people that all the time. If you ain't made for the moment, sometimes it
and-
comes out. You know.
but the bad part is they kept shooting them.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying.
they
Because they
kept
keep thinking,
8 in a
I'm
row. Nobody
D-Mac,
wants to go to the hole.
check
Come
this
on.
out. You got a man that's 9 feet tall out there on the court. You're up by 20, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need no three.
You don't.
Just give it to him.
Let him do
Let
it.
him work. Let him work the paint, right?
Let
Or
him work
anywhere
the
around the
paint,
basket.
kick it out to
Yeah,
you.
and if they double team him, cut to the basket, get easy points. You know what I'm saying? Just let's not make this complicated. All those short mid range shots, those work too. Long as the
Because the
bucket,
Knicks
long
have
as the basket on the bucket.
they don't have shot blockers.
Right.
You know, they got
Right.
good defensive players, but they don't have shot blockers. Uh, not like him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it just it was a meltdown, bro, and it was bad. And I'm gonna go off the topic of the game, and we can come back to it
Mm.
once again. Shame on you, damn Knicks fans. What is wrong with you people? So after the game, fans are at the San Antonio Spurs hotel outside talking crazy to the players, throwing eggs, throwing shit at them as they're going back in to their hotel. They got this. It was all on ESPN today. They got visual. It's true. And they know he say she say you can see debris flying in. Uh, they almost hit Wimby with some stuff. It, you guys are fucking classless. You guys are classless. This is you won the game. You won the game, and then you go to their hotel to talk crazy to again. You talking crazy to people that you normally wouldn't talk crazy to. You just know they can't do nothing to you,
Hey
right?
man, only in New
And
York, I
throwing
guess.
stuff and they said not from that incident, but from incidents around the the city. 56 people went to jail last night in New
Yeah.
York. All in celebration of a win. We're not giving you retarded ass people no parade. We're not. There's no need to give you a parade.
No,
People are gonna die.
no, you can see right now that
Excuse me.
uh you can see right now that they can't have no parade, bro.
They can't handle it.
Yeah, they can't do
They
it.
can't handle wins. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
What
I'm
what
telling you, they lost their mind the other day. The game before that when they lost, they was
yeah.
out here fighting.
Out there beating up people because they got on the San Antonio jersey. Don't beat them up. Beat up your players. They're the
Yeah,
ones that lost.
they the one who lost.
I
Yeah,
mean, and I always say it's a fine line between a fan and a fanatic.
yeah. Well,
You know what I'm
certainly.
saying?
That's where the term comes from.
It's yeah, exactly. It's like, listen, people, the Knicks don't pay y'all to cheer for them. You pay to cheer for them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So stop acting like you got ownership. And even if you do, cut this out. This is bad. This is bad. Nobody's gonna want to, you know.
Oh no, they definitely
Y'all go
got the
to their
world rooting
hotel.
against them because of the fans. I'm telling you, because I started rooting against them. I said, I hope they lose now. When
Yeah,
you start acting like that, I don't even want you to win. I don't think you deserve the honor of being in the winner circle. You know?
God, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
don't think you
know,
even deserve the honor.
it's one thing to be a bad loser. It's worse to be a bad winner.
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
is. It's worse. But back to the game, man. Uh, like I said, they took eight eight threes in a row at one point and missed them all. Right. They only scored 30 points in the second half. Period.
Unbelievable.
Um,
That is the complete opposite of how they came out.
it
I
was
mean,
a
that is. I mean,
meltdown, bro.
you can't make this shit up. You can't make
They
this
get
shit
the
up, bro.
ball. They it was a turnover with 15 seconds left. The ball squirts out and goes into San Antonio's basket end, and the guard Fox, instead of him grabbing it and dribbling some timeout, getting fouled and going to the foul line, you're up one with 15 seconds left, and you have the ball. Why are you going to the hole against their best defensive guy?
Hey,
Because
once again,
Out of
made a
nowhere,
brain
made
fart.
first team all defense.
He got a brain fart, dog. You
Man,
know what I'm saying? This
and
dude,
you can't
damn
have
Fox.
that, bro.
We were just praising that dude too for the first half that he had.
Yep.
Right? I was like, he finally woke up. This dude making
Finally
his
woke
shots.
up.
He
And
playing
then
good basketball, right?
he went right back to sleep.
Oh my God, man.
I mean,
Good
all he had to
tell
do
of two
was get
halves.
that ball, dribble. He probably because it was and in watching the play, it was 1-on-3.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
bring that ball back out, dribble 3 or 4 more seconds off the clock. Ah man, he could have just wiped it out.
Yeah. Well, I know he didn't get no sleep last night, so
I, I know he didn't,
he
bro.
couldn't have. I wouldn't have. You know what I mean?
I know he
When you
did.
when you
I
the
know
whole matter of fact, the whole everybody in San Antonio
the whole
probably didn't
squad,
sleep last night.
the whole
Now, if
squad.
you talking about somebody that should have been right,
Right. You're right. The losers wasn't as mad as the winners. I mean, this is crazy,
they probably should have burnt San Antonio down last night. Shit. You know
man.
what I'm saying?
It just
I'm just playing, but I'm just saying for real.
yeah, but
They
that's the
did too
kind of
much.
anger that it should. That's where the anger should have been, you
Yeah,
know.
that's where it should have been directed for
Uh,
sure.
and I know. The, listen, these players are going to remember that game.
Oh, they'll
They're
never
going to
forget.
remember this game more than they do when they win the championship.
They'll never forget this game. They'll never
They'll
forget this.
never get out of this game.
Not never, never.
I tell you, because I tell you this, since I got the ring up today from the national championship, we should have had two of these.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
Yep.
tell you, the year before we won it, when we had really had no idea how good we were getting or whatever, um, we were going into the game. I think we were, I want to say 8-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were ranked two or three in the country. Okay, two or three. I would say three. And it was late October or the beginning of November, and we were playing a 2-7 UCLA team
Mm-hmm.
in Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
raining. Right,
Mm-hmm.
everything in our favor. We're better team,
Right.
all of that, and rank. I'm gonna say rank number three. We went out there and laid a fucking egg. Right, they beat us at home in the rain, all of that,
Yeah. Coming from
just
California
played
too. Yeah.
just played better, just outplayed us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next week, oh yeah, the next week, I think who was ahead of us was, I want to say it was Notre Dame and Tennessee or something like that. Whoever it was, both teams lost that next week. We would have been, if we would just win the games like we supposed to.
Yeah. Just beat
We'd
who
have
you're supposed to beat.
right. We'd have won that. We'd have been number one in the country
Mm-hmm.
after the last game, going into the Rose Bowl. We played Iowa, beat them. We should have won the year before as well as that. And I guarantee you, if you talk to anyone from our squad, we all remember that UCLA game.
You're never gonna forget it.
Never gonna forget that.
You're
Cause
never gonna forget it.
and it wasn't like they came back on us and did all that. They just outplayed us the whole game. We were just it was like we played in a cloud.
Well, me and you have been a part of that in the high school game too.
Right.
We had that
yes,
happen to us in high school too, though.
yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
Because
Just
we would have
win
been undefeated going into that into league had we not lost that game.
it.
Uh,
Wow.
remember
Dive,
that we up 20-0 at halftime.
dive back.
26. Yeah, the 20 to
29.
nothing.
It was 29. I
Yeah,
remember, yeah,
20. Yeah.
like you said, we never forget those
You'll never
because they
forget
were
those
turning
games.
points.
You never
Turning
think that something like that could happen to you. You don't really. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you would
I
think like,
mean, and we was on the road too. We was balling. We was killing them. Oh my
that's yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we wasn't.
Yeah, I'm fortunately I've never coached a game like that where that happened. I've only
I've
played in the
coached
game.
games where I've come back, but never lost that type of lead like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
Watched it,
can't remember
watched
one
it
that
get
I
away.
coached and I lost that type of game. But
Woo.
anyways, let's get on to this little. I got her queued up.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
You go ahead.
now, so this is Carmelo Anthony's parents. They had a little interview with I forget the lady name. I hate to do that when I put her on the screen. Can't remember her name. Anyways, she's from the Breakfast Club. Um, maybe you know her name. I can't think of her name though. But anyways, here's the interview. Hold on a second. Make sure I get the sound. All right, here we go.
We're waiting for family to come in. We have
Can
some
you hear it?
family who has made it.
Turn it up a little bit
We
if you
just
can.
right now lost words, waiting for him to give us a call. But,
So you haven't heard from him just yet.
we heard from him yesterday. He actually suffered from seizures, so we actually have to bring his medicine to the courthouse. So we're waiting for him to give us instruction to get there.
We know Carmelo from the courtroom, but tell us, who is he? What kind of person is he? What kind of son is he at home?
He is a wonderful son. He's a wonderful student. Um,
3.7 GPA, worked two jobs. He, I
he's
mean,
I'm sorry, baby,
maybe,
for cutting you off. He's actually taking online classes during all of this
Mm.
and still held a great GPA going through this traumatic time.
I mean, he was a kid. If I didn't say it, he was a captain of a track team, football team. He was working two jobs. He actually saved the kid life. That the mom he jumped in the pool, which and saved the kid life, which was amazing. I didn't know how great he was until this this
Yeah.
tragic.
I want to add some things to that. At home, he loves cooking, whether it's in the kitchen,
Yeah,
outside, grilling. He makes the best hibachi. He loves running routes and playing soccer with his younger brother Kingston. He has a brother named Andrew. He's 12, and Andrew is into doing science experiments, and Carmelo loves helping him with science experiments. He loves putting Legos together with his girlfriend. He's just a lovable, sincere child.
yeah.
See, you know what? Here's the thing too. Why? These are things that should have been on in the trial too.
That's
Now,
right.
this is what you do to build up
Build
making
character.
you
Build
human. You want
character.
to humanizing,
Yep.
right? And his
Yep.
attorney, I don't recall
So I'm
anybody
saying
knowing any of this type of stuff
it don't
because
sound like they had a hard hitter. It don't sound like they had a sound like they had somebody who did did his job, but kind of played the role. You know,
okay,
with
well, and he don't give a and I'm gonna forward a little bit. The father kind of gives a description of kind of why they it seemed like their hands were tied. So no,
okay.
Protective thing, whatever,
Mhm.
to get us, to keep us safe with our other kids. Um, the world right now.
so what he said before this, he said that they were in like protective custody. They had to move several times because their lives were being threatened. Somebody put their address out on the
Wow.
on social media, and they had people coming there threatening their lives. Well, while their other kids was in the house too,
Ain't
right?
that crazy?
I said these people just use shit for their own agenda for all the time. Here we go.
That's nuts.
It sounds unbelievable the things that he accomplished before this tragic accident. Like it will really mess you up. And as me being a father, I didn't realize like him saving a life. I just as a father, I got caught up in hey, that's what you're supposed to do. That's your expectation. Being a man, hey, that's what we do. We move on. Like him working, hey man, you're supposed to have a job. I was trying to. He was, you know how it is that young. It's like with your girl too much, man. You need to get a job, get a hobby. So he's working, but I kept him busy too. And this whole situation, some is the reality of this is that somebody literally walked in his life.
Mhm.
No, literally walked into his life.
And change.
He did everything by the law, and look where we at.
I want to go back to that day, that track meet. Were you guys at the event at that track meet on April 2nd?
No, we were not. I was actually supposed to go to the track meet, but the weather was so bad. I just stayed home. It's like, Mama, don't come. Just stay home.
Mhm.
And now, looking back on everything, I wish I was there. I regret not being there for my child.
Mm.
The structure motorized pergola system is reinventing the way homeowners experience the
So anyway,
outdoors. The
Yeah.
most
so
versatile
that right
When did you
there.
hear the news?
So and then they also painted the picture. People was like, and this is what he was talking about. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. He was talking about how them two have been together since high school, right?
Right.
And they're still together. And
Right.
the other side, which whether it's really not a significant factor at this point, but they're divorced, right? Whatever. But they tried to, it's always
It's always the
yeah,
the
yeah. We get the
structure
stereo.
change
type that,
from
yeah, that we don't, have the proper family structure and whoop
right.
whoop, whatever, whatever. So he kind of bring that up here. Let me see if I go a little bit
He
ahead.
come from a two-parent
Yeah,
household,
yeah, 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 yeah.
brothers and
it was a
sisters,
very
everything.
everything was just moving so fast that day.
Right.
I never forget when it was just like everything. Then once we found out and got, he went to his bond hearing. The next day, somebody doxed us.
Mm.
Making, I don't want to say her name, but a lady started making this. They try to blame it on one person, not making it about race. But you had this lady that's went on to talk about white lives and all this other stuff, and now it went boom. The race car started about. That's how Jake Lane and all these other guys got involved in this. But at the end of the day, this was a kid situation that a lot of adults made it about their personal, well, how they really wanted to feel. This is the time they wanted to show how this is how we really feel about y'all. And they used my son for example.
What did Carmelo tell you happened that day at the track meet?
I mean, he was sitting there seeing his friend. If you once you get the reports and everything, he was actually his girlfriend's cousin invited him to the tent.
Mhm.
So when they invited him to the tent, um, it just hey, what's going on, such and such. It was raining. He sat there. Then next you know it, you had these two guys who approached him. Even seeing the video in court, it was like, I know y'all see this. I know y'all see this. And we got comfortable with the instructions that we was told. We was told not to say nothing. We was told not to do this. So we did everything we did. We followed all instructions and we were told, hey, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Hey, don't talk to this person. Don't talk to this person. It was all this. And look what happened to my son.
So what he's saying is, his attorneys or whatever told them, don't look stereotypical in the media, right? Don't go out and be brass saying these things, whatever. Don't use nothing don't actually say anything that they can use against you before we go to trial. We don't
Right.
want none. You don't display any of the typical rumors about how we brass and boisterous and all
Yeah.
whatever, whatever, because it's already been so much that was said that
Yeah.
wasn't true in the first place about how the events played out and came about to the seriousness. So that's what he's saying right then and there. He's like, look, we followed everything to the letter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We
And
and
nothing good happened from that.
and right, right. And he said, and nothing good happened from it. All right, so let me go a little bit further from there. And then he started talking
You
about,
never heard about a bag since trial. That's what I was telling people. A lie is temporary, but the truth lasts forever. It's
Mhm.
just now, it's like harder now. I gotta fight to get the truth out. With now he basically had to get the book thrown at him, 35 years in this county that basically I honestly feel as though that they manipulate us with a smile.
Mm.
They act as if they cared, but they really didn't. When they win the jury selection, we seen all the people with the jury selection. We were, I was like, baby, this is not right. But my wife is the type of person. I'm not gonna just say us. We're both the type. We try to be positive. Hey, we're not gonna look at it. That's not what it is. That's not us. That's what it was.
So even when you noticed there were no black jurors, it gave you pause. It made you want to say something, but you were still going along with the process.
Yeah, what's going on with the process?
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of times when I hope this don't be controversial, but that's the first thing they do is they try to say we emotional.
Mhm.
We don't follow instructions, right? So we
Mhm.
did everything that we was advised and told to do, and look what happened.
So who was they? You said that they told you. Who was they? Was it your
The
defense attorney?
advisor,
Your
yeah. So we were because about him being 18, so what they did was they kind of played everybody against everybody, if you could say. I'm not going to say they played us against each other, but it's almost they had him scared, like, hey, this I'm a lawyer, this. So as me being a father, all right, you're the guy, I'm okay with playing my position, and I don't want to overstep any boundaries. Everybody kept saying, hey, to beat this, I even went to some black attorneys. They're like, "Oh, you need a white
Mhm.
attorney to go out there to fight out there." Remember they were telling us that? They kept telling us that. So everybody like, "Why y'all did?" Everybody was telling us, "Okay." So then when we
So and that, you hear that all the time too. You
Yep.
know what? You know, hey, look here, man. You don't need you need some Jews. You know what I'm saying? You go to you need a Jewish attorney to do this. I was told that back in the day when I was going through child support type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Just hey, you don't want to go in there with this. You want to take this person with you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. So I know that everybody know that's to be true. You know what I mean? Because you got to
Right.
play the game. You know what I mean? They got you in this situation, right? And you just trying to navigate through it the
Right.
best way you can, best way you know how. You've never been in a situation before, this type of situation before, and so now you're in it, and you're in the thick of it, and you're just
Yeah.
trying to what do
Make the
everything they
best.
tell you to do because you hoping for a better a just outcome as
Yep.
far as you're concerned, right? All
Yep.
right,
That's all you. That's all you asking for.
all right. So look, let's go a little bit further.
GPA, he still graduated through all this. He still graduated high school. He still graduated. The lady the kid he saved, this stuff really happened. Uh, he was never in trouble, and no, he was never suspended for no knife. But they had actually what I learned was they had a smear campaign that they did. I wasn't familiar with that, like and a lot of people that we were reaching out with, I understand business. A lot of people, they got a lot of things going on. So we was reaching out. I was emailing, but everybody want to go through. It's kind of a circle thing, which I understand. But I realized through this.
Do you need a loan for your business? Well, if you've been around for over a year, I'm about to show
Comes with the
you how
territory,
to get up to
peoples.
$3
Come with the
million dollars in
territory.
Yeah, come
funding.
with the
Sounds too
territory.
good to
Ain't
be
nothing to do
true?
about that.
Then come.
All right, there we go.
Black black entertainment is going to have to be a black network is going to have to be done because
Mhm.
I'm looking for people who would never understand,
Yeah, yeah, they
no
will.
matter how much you do, no
Hmm.
matter how much you do, they would never see it.
Hmm. Hmm. You're saying that as you were watching the trial, as you were in there, you didn't want to question the process. You wanted to let it play out. But was there at any point that you felt the outcome was heading in this direction?
No,
Mm.
everybody lied. Look at the report. Everybody, it's called what? It's
Yeah.
perjury. That everybody did. Basically, just did it with no, and they never was called out on it. I mean, literally, they told within an hour of when it happened, it was 2 to 3 people. When they got to the trial, it's oh no, it was. I'm like, wait, what? And don't get me wrong, the defense said, hey, did you say this here? Everybody. One girl made up a lie, said it was over a race. That my son just walked up. This how crazy this is.
Yeah.
One girl sat on the stand and said, uh, yeah, he just walked up to him and said, what, you want to race? It didn't even make sense. And they asked her, did you lie? She was like, mm-hmm. On the stand. Nothing happened.
Why didn't the defense call more witnesses?
That's not my department, and I apologize for that. I don't have
No,
the answer.
I'm just, as you look at it and I'm not an attorney, but I'm hearing you and you're telling me all these wonderful things about him. And I'm just wondering, did the jury get to hear, all of these wonderful things about
No.
Carmelo?
Nope.
No, they didn't. When
That's what I mean. I don't know where they found this attorney,
Yeah, but
right?
I'm telling you, he was just part of the good old boy network, bro. He got that call on the other end. He's like, hey, we don't, we trying to put this boy away. That's it. He just, it sounded like he just went along for the ride.
Yeah, because this was a quick trial, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Man, this went like so fast. Like they just selected the jury on Friday, and by Tuesday or when it's over with, they sentenced
How do you
everything.
not call character witnesses on your
I'm
client's
saying
behalf?
you gotta humanize this kid. You gotta show that that he's not.
This ain't a killer. This he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, that he's not a you
He,
know
he ain't a
whatever.
psychopath.
Yeah, the sociopath. You know what I mean? Something. And you don't call no character witness to, come up and talk about him or whatever, whatever. Um, even in impact statement, after he's been sentenced or whatever, only
Right. That's
person
the
went up
rap.
there was his
Yeah.
mama.
Nobody come speak on his
Only
behalf.
person spoke on him was his mama to the jury, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, where's all the other people at?
Where the teachers? Where the people that know this kid?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, so, and I'm not saying that I. So that I don't want people to think that I'm thinking he should have got off, and because I'm not saying it, because even and this is my belief, even if the kid hadn't been unalive and he was seriously just injured, he still probably should have went to jail, right? Because
Right.
you can't
Because
just go
that's
around stabbing people no matter what.
attempted murder, if not murder,
I'm
and
just saying, attempted manslaughter, whatever.
manslaughter. Yeah.
You just can't just stick people in the chest with knives. You know what I'm saying?
Can't just do crimes with no
Yeah,
con.
yeah, you can get away with it. So yeah, so I'm saying, and then I'll give you my brief analysis about why I think 35 years was just or not just in Ian Holmes' second. So let's finish this up here.
Was handed down.
It played a big part. Race, politics,
Mhm.
all that. I'm like, man, the kid don't even vote. How he got into the fight? There was a lady talking about the left side and the right side. Like, what? These are kids.
Right.
They put every. I feel like you
Said the
had a
kid don't
certain
even vote.
group
They
that they,
start
of
talking
course,
about
they go
left
blame
side, right
us,
side.
that strategically made this about this because they knew they could do that smear campaign. Like they said, we went and bought a new car and house.
Yeah.
And it hurt with me without my people really believed instead of them going and doing their proper research. They had people really bashing us. I'm like, y'all really believe that? Who could buy a house in 4 days? Buy a house in 4 days. I know we may sometimes we may not make the right decisions, but come on now, like that didn't even make sense. They said we was going on extravagant trips.
With
It's
what?
a lot of things that they did to us that just,
I
you
guess
know,
because they
There
had
was a
like a
lot of
GoFundMe page or something
misinformation
to
that was
raise money
going
for
Oh,
the
around,
kid.
especially, in the beginning.
for the trial.
And
Yeah.
um,
For the attorney.
I know your family had to move a couple times because you were doxxed. And, I can't even imagine how Carmelo going through that, trying to finish school, fighting, for his freedom. And you guys have other children, so much on you as parents. How's your other children handling this?
now we had to end up taking them out of school because they had TikTok videos with my son with semen coming out of his mouth because there's him saying go get raped in jail, and it's just like that was my daughter,
That's
my
fucked up.
princess. She had to go through that. The other boys, we was in a pretty blessed community. That's why I hope a lot of people get this message. It don't matter where you at. It don't matter where you at. Like, 'cause, like, I'm we was in the supposed to be in the safest place, but it's like they're telling us that you could be assaulted, but you better not fight back. This is what this case is saying. It
Yeah.
don't care. It could be two, three people, size. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So that's what this case is really all about. The family is saying now. I just got a message. They saying they were robbed. Now they were robbed. Now, mind you, if we
They, as in the Metcalf family?
I just got this thing just popped up saying they saying people are robbed. They if we don't get the message now, and it's not because it's our child, we would never get it.
Hmm.
This is the most crucial time ever, especially if you have kids. Because again, you see, the child I'm telling you about right now, we all have kids like that. We sent them off to school. We sent them off just not looking for it. Again, he didn't go look for this. That's why they try to paint that picture.
Hmm.
They painted a picture, and he didn't look for this. This walked into his life. Literally, matter of fact, they say it like this: the evidence shows he jumped 3 bleachers to get to him.
Mm.
Mm. Now,
So that tells you.
did the jury hear that information? And is
And that's the other thing. I didn't know they had a video of the shit.
Yeah, come on.
They actually had a video that showed
Now,
that the kid.
now we talk. See, now we're getting into the business of this is all some bullshit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
You
didn't
know.
know. I didn't know they had a video of it, and then he'll tell you why. Watch this. This is crazy. I said, man,
And is that information on the video?
That's on the video.
And they made their minds made up
Their
already.
mind was made up.
It's already made up.
Three bleachers. Some say one, some said three, some said five. They all their statements was inconsistent.
So
Every
tell us,
statement.
because we haven't seen that video, what did that video show?
The video showed honestly, you can show that you can see him coming into the tent, sitting down, and then it's like it started getting a little like you couldn't tell the people. But you know we're experts. Let me tell you what the DA did. They put a spotlight on the boys, right? So you could see them, right? But they never put a spotlight on Carmelo. And the reason why is because, of course, they was trying to make their side look like, oh, it wasn't that bag of push. The whole thing moved. Even the guy EP said in his statement, it was so bad to where it pushed him out the way. Because he's some pretty big kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're real big. They're bigger than me, actually. So it's like they tried to minimize their doing, but I've heard people who would supposed to be justice if in Texas, if I threaten you when I'm lying, you have the right to do whatever force if you fear for your life.
So the video showed, I'm sorry, go ahead,
Mhm.
Kayla.
No, he said if you fear for your life or
Seriously,
seriously
body home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll train jujitsu fighters too.
Mm-hmm. And so the video that you all that they showed in court, it shows him running away from.
Yeah, he ran to the teacher. The teacher said that the teacher he ran to a guy, and the teacher he ran to actually um he hugged him because Camilo he's not like that. He hugged the guy. Like he was freaking out. He hugged the guy. So the guy was they was hugging, he was crying hysterically, and um they tried to paint it as if he was trying to leave. But
Now,
then in court
did,
they said it that he
uh,
wasn't trying to leave.
yeah.
that was the other misconception. They said that he ran away and threw the knife away. Well, no, on the video it showed him when he was trying to, because they on the bleachers.
Yeah,
When he was trying to get away, he dropped the knife right there and ran down the bleachers, ran up the bleachers, and ran, because he was falling.
yeah,
So what he did, first thing you do, you put your hand down to try to brace yourself, but he cut his hand with the knife, let the knife go, and then he ran down and ran to a teacher and just started hugging the teacher or holding him or whatever because he was
yeah,
scared. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he what he's saying was that even the guy that invited him over to Tip, he they he was like he was chasing him, like everybody was chasing him, like they was after him. So that's
Mm,
why he was running away. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So hold on, let's go a little bit more.
Somebody send us somebody that we get sent somebody that can help us. It's kind of like I'm still right now in shock, so I'm just moving on and drilling right now. Like I
So you're
said,
looking for a new defense attorney for future appeal process.
yes.
yeah.
And did your defense attorney say anything about how he feels or they feel the case went?
If you're so profitable, why do you sell a course? Well,
Yeah, the attorney, he said that he got the corporate answer from his attorney.
Of
That's
course he
what he
did.
said. He just gave him a generic corporate answer,
I'm
and
telling you, he was part of the problem.
I'm gonna say they gave us the corporate answer.
see,
Uh, they gave us the corporate answer.
Like
You
that's the
know,
way things go.
And did Carmelo want to testify in his own
this is
on his own
interesting too.
behalf and was that
survive it was based on everything. It didn't need nothing because everything they said when it's self defense, they have to prove it. They never
Mhm.
proved it.
Okay. So that was never, that was, because I know there was this pause, and a lot of people thought that, we were going to come back and he was going to take the stand, and he didn't. So that was never an option. That had never been
He should have
discussed
took the
of him
stand.
taking the
Something like
stand.
this, you gotta take a
That's
stand.
why we just need a newer. We need somebody who's gonna fight.
Mhm.
That's what I can really say right now. We just need
Mhm.
somebody gonna fight for
Mhm.
him.
Mhm.
Uh, because their whole thing was he provoked it. That was their entire case. He provoked it. That's that's what the whole thing was.
Yeah, so uh we'll stop it right there. But yeah, that's crazy, D Max. So, that is the thing. You supposed to they have the burden of proof, right?
They have the burden of proof, but
Yeah, they
not
have to prove whatever. So he's saying their attorney told them that, you know, if you don't prove it, if there's nothing to prove, there's no reason to put him on stands. And they never proved
and they never
that he
proved
was
any.
that he was the aggressor. Even on the video, it didn't show him as being aggressor. That's what they're saying. That,
Yeah,
you know, so perhaps these two twins, they big, 6'1", 220, whatever, whatever, and they're coming at, or kind of, I don't know if they're surrounding him or whatever, or they both in front of him or however, but he's saying the one that uh he actually stabbed jumped three bleachers up to him and pushed
right.
him so hard, and he actually pushed people out the way to get to him. You know what I'm saying? So, but
So how is that not self defense?
well, I don't, yeah, yeah, but like I said, you know, uh, that's crazy, man. Like I said, it's unfortunate because this is clearly not a kid that was
They
he didn't
just
do
go
any.
around doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's not a YN. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no
Right.
YN. And the my thing is he's going an environment, whereas it ain't gonna be nothing like he ever thought in his
No,
life. You know what I'm
no,
saying? Where
nope. You got it.
he gonna be in there with some people, man, that, you know what I'm saying? And
He wasn't a knucklehead, but he got to be one now.
he gonna have to be some sort of just to keep him off his ass. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
It's always somebody gonna try to try you, dog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to defend yourself, because if you don't, they're gonna come in waves.
They gonna
You know what I'm
come in
saying? They're
way.
gonna be taking every goddamn thing you got, all your commissaries. You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
that come to you.
You watching TV, they gonna come and change the channel. You know what I'm saying? All
They gonna
shit, just everything. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have
push,
no. So you're gonna
keep
have to
pushing your button.
stand up. You know what I'm saying? At some
Yep.
point,
Yep.
and you ain't gonna have no blade in there. That should make a little shank or something. But anyways, man, what you got for him today, Mac? We gonna get up out of here, man. We see
Yeah. Let's
Auntie
get on.
wasn't she didn't make it in today.
Yeah. Let's get on out of here. So here's my thought of the day.
Mm-hmm.
How can you think you are the best when you don't even try your best? Come on, man.
Oh shit, that is the truth too. Ain't no way you can think your ass the best when you don't even try the
The
best.
best when you don't even try your best.
All right, man. We up out here, man. This is the Kai and K
Oh, you
Show.
were mine
This is
and
where we
never
speak up on it Monday through Friday,
leave.
6:30 p.m.
Forever
Pacific
hold
Standard
me in
Time. Join us
eternity.
on all
Everything you
platforms:
want,
Facebook,
every edge of
YouTube,
my dreams.
Instagram,
Such a she
Rumbo is the
don't
newer
want
app.
it. She
Download the
like
app,
it hot just like
subscribe to
a
the channel,
coffee in the
and TikTok
morning.
at
Say like it
K Speak
hot,
Up On It, at K
speak
Speak Up
up
On It,
on it.
and
Said if you want it, you
share it,
better speak
like it,
up on
comment
it.
it, subscribe.
Speak up on it.
Appreciate it, and we'll see y'all
You
tomorrow.
know that
What's
I
tomorrow,
want
D
what
Mac?
I
Freedom
got.
Friday.
Speak up on it. I gotta speak up
Freedom
on it.
Friday. It's
You
going
better
down.
speak up on
Come
it.
We'll see
down.
y'all.
Said
We'll
if
see
you
y'all
want
tomorrow.